Alright, it's 6th of September, and it's getting an update on all of my cacti. And I've sold probably about half of them off, just because I've produced so many. I actually just sold one of the spiralis cacti. This is the one that was a little over 10 inches, and it's closing in really close to 21 inches now. So it's enormous. It's a cereus forbesii spiralis. And you can basically see the coloration and the diameter of when it actually started growing since I had it. It's literally double in diameter. It's more than 4 inches, probably close to 5 inches in diameter at its thickest point, and 21 inches, or really close to it. So yeah, I got in the middle of May, so it's been about 3.5 months. So in 3.5 months, it's literally grown more than 10 inches. It's pretty crazy for a cactus, growing literally 3 inches a month. And it's still really hot, so I expect it to still grow quite a few more inches. And I'm not really sure how these guys are gonna grow during the wintertime. Here's some of my other spiralis that I still have, and it looks like the small ones tend to grow quite a bit slower. I have some echinophysis. This is actually the bottom, and that's a top right here. And here's a spiralis. They have a lot of apical dominance, but when you have two pups that grow at the same time, that's the only time when you can actually get more. Usually it's just one like that. And this is actually the one that took like 2-3 months to actually make any roots, and it's actually grown a little bit of new growth at the top, so you don't ever want to give up on these guys. Here are some tiny ones, and I'm just gonna leave them alone and see what they do. There's still a chance that they can grow, because I actually took these two little guys off of these two right here, so I'll see what they do. And then here are some of my PC San Pedro cactus. And these guys produce so quickly, so I keep on cutting off the pups and putting them in. And this is my true San Pedro cactus. I cut off the tops about a couple weeks ago. They still don't seem to be too healed yet. I don't see any roots, but what I plan on doing is just letting them sit around and seeing if they form any roots before actually doing anything with them. But I don't see any new growth on the bottom ones. And the cereus right here is going like crazy. I'll probably have to cut them and replug them again. Make some more plants. And as far as my opuntias, the roadkill cactus, I've already sold off more than a half of them. It's because I had so many. And these guys propagate so well. As far as this cactus, which is called, it's an apple cactus, I've actually sold off the other two, and this one plus a few of my pups are the remaining ones I have of that. And then here's my cereus bridgesii, and I've also sold just about half of it almost, and I've propagated the rest, basically clipping off the branch and then plugging it in right here. It's been about a couple weeks, so these guys should be well rooted by now. But one thing cool about this guy is it produces so quickly. Like, I cut this off probably 2 weeks ago, and it's already popping up something new. And I think it has it on just about all of them, or almost. These guys, this one might not have it quite yet, but within another week it probably will. And this guy has two, since I took off one. Yeah, it's only been like probably a little over 2 weeks, and they're full of pups already. And these guys, seems like they keep on trying to form flowers. It looks like this one might be a fruit. Not sure if I can get any seeds off this moon cactus, or at least two. But yeah, I probably need to water them a little bit more. And my golden saguaro and main saguaro, I've actually sold off most of the little ones. It looks like they're not really growing in the middle of summer. Maybe it's just too hot for them, or maybe they grow once a year. And yeah, it's a cereus peruvianus. It's supposed to be a spiralis. It spirals just a little bit. It stopped growing at the top, but it's growing some pups. So I'm not sure how many pups are going to form, but it's pretty interesting. Yeah, it's just only slightly taller than my big spiralis. So within a season, I could probably expect either of these guys to start producing flowers. Probably get some fruits and seeds and start some seedlings, but one thing about seedlings, when you have a drought, the seedlings aren't that big. Even if you try to water them consistently, looks like they're just going to die off. So I would suggest doing cactus seedlings indoors, but it is what it is.